Hi everyone, welcome to Target Pilates Online and to today's class, which is called Long and Light, which is hopefully how you feel after most of our Pilates classes, but in this one we'll be working on it specifically. So it won't come as a surprise to most of you, we are going to start in a sideline position. So when you're ready, come down to lie on your side. And just align yourself with the back edge of your mat. I'm going to rest in the crook of my elbow and have head, shoulders, hips, heels in one long line. And then I'm going to start by lifting my top leg. We're going to do forward and back with the leg retracted. So just start by sweeping the leg forward, keeping the hips stacked and the waist long, abs in, and then sweep it to the back. So take it as far back as you can without destabilizing your pelvis. Sweep the leg forward, press it to the back. And just try to keep those abs pulling in, everything nice and still and stable. And hopefully, because we've got the leg retracted, maybe finding, although it doesn't feel like it, a greater range of movement in the hip. And we're going to test that out in just a moment. Let's just take one more here. Abs in and lifted, hips stable and stacked. Sweep it to the back. Now we're going to add a leg extension. So sweep forwards, extend the leg, reach through the heel, retract the leg and sweep it to the back. Take it as far back as you can and then start to extend the leg there. So it's probably only just slightly more than vertical, if that makes sense. Extend leg out, pull the hip back, heel reaches forwards, abs in. Sweep through into the back, point the foot and reach. Retract the leg, sweep it forwards, and 3, heel reaches forward, hip pulls back. So it's as though the sitting bone is pressing to the back of the room. Extend, and again, sweep it forward, 4. Retract, sweep it back, and point. And bring it in. 2 more here. And sweep to the back. And the last one. Sweep forward, heel reaches, bend it in, sweep it to the back. Extend. Nice. Extend the top arm now as well. So I'm reaching forward on a diagonal line and I don't mind that my upper body has tipped. I'm just really trying to reach apart. That's it. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Flex the foot. Now pulse here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Bend heel to sit bone, reach back and just grab a hold of the foot and just hold it there. So we're looking for a quad stretch, stretch down the front of the thigh. Easy breath into it, just hold it there for a moment. And one last breath here. And out. Extend the leg out now so we have it in line with the spine, tap the foot to the ground. Hip stack, point the foot to lift, flex it to lower down. Point lift and flex lower. Point lift, flex lower, point lift and flex lower. Last time, point lift, flex lower. Now extend arm alongside ear and leg in line with spine, bend and straighten, reach apart as much as you possibly can. So this is really the exercise we've been building into, really to make full use of this because we're really opening up the whole of that top side, creating length and space, which hopefully will give us that lightness in the joints that we really all enjoy at the end of class. So stretch apart, last one, and stretch apart. Good. Now I'm just going to barrel roll here onto my front. There we go. So you will feel weird, no doubt. And then extend the arms out long. So I've got heels in line with sit bones, arms in line with shoulders approximately, shoulders drawn down the back. Now we're going to take swimming, just the preps. So right hand, left leg, reach and lift and stretch them apart. So the emphasis is on stability of pelvis, abs drawing in, of course, but the length you can create through the body. Other side, lift and reach. And then release down. And 3, reach, stretch apart, really lengthen and lower down. And 4, reach and stretch. And 5. Last one here, 6. Super. Now, Take your hands and your feet to the corners of the mat. The legs are in turnout, but the knees are straight. Thumbs pointing up. Let's do start. Lift everything up. Reach, stretch, open. Lower everything down. And again, inhale on the up. Exhale on the down. And 3. Inhale up. Exhale down. 4. Lift. And down. 5. Down. Last one. 6. And down. Right, let's flip to the other side. Of course, normally I would just go straight over, but we're not going to do that, so I'm facing you. So I'm just going to flip around, excuse me. If you're there ahead of me, do just start aligning yourself with the back edge of your mat. Resting into the crook of the elbow, and again, hips, heels, and spine, one long line. And then let's just start with the leg lifted to hip height. Sweep it forward and back for 6. Press it to the back. And again, 2. And as big a range of movement as we said before, as you can, hopefully without altering anything. So we want the waist to be equally long both sides. And we want to be stacked in the pelvis and not hitching or hiking the hip as we move. Let's do 2 more. Abs drawn in the whole time. Lifting that lower waist away from the mat. Let's add the extension of the leg so it comes forward, reach it forward. Heel reaches forward and the sit bone reaches back, and then stretch out to the back, pointed foot. So flex foot as we come forwards. Unfurl, reach, extend. Bend the legs, sweep it through to the back, reach. And again, heel to sit bone, thread it through. Stretch, bend it in, sweep it to the back, point. And again, 4, reach, bend it in, stretch. And again, last 2, stretch, and last one. Now take it to the back, extend, let the top of the body roll forward slightly and stretch yourself apart. So you could play around with flex or point. I would say actually flex is probably better. Now pulse the leg here in the flex position. 3, 4, 5, 6. Bend it in, sweep the arm back, grab a hold of the top of the foot, and then just try to press the knee back to stretch into the quad. If for whatever reason you cannot reach your top leg, top tip is actually to get a strap. So just get some Go-Go Gadget arm extenders and it will help. Best you can. Now let's release that, extend the leg out, hand to the ground, leg in line with body, sit, and we point to lift and we flex to lower. And again, flex lower. And 3, 4. Keep those abs drawing in. Navel to spine. Last one. Sit. Bring the leg up, the arm in line with the ear, bend and straighten. 1, and stretch apart. And 2. Stretch. 3, and reach. 4, and 5. Great, nearly there. Last one. 6, and reach. Stretch, 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 release. I'm changing ends just because I prefer to have my head the other end. No need for you to lie on your back, please. So let's sweep around. And we've got soles of the feet flat to the floor, knees bent. So let's just take some rolling bridges. So let's tilt the pelvis into the mat, peel the spine off the floor, lift the hips high but keep the ribs in. Inhale the arms overhead and then slowly place the spine down. Really bone by bone, so really articulating through the spine to release. Arms lower down. Do that 2 more times. So nice and fluid. Watch the knees don't splay. That's it. Hips nice and open, knees stay connected towards one another, and release down, or at least feel that there's a relationship there and not just dropping to the outer edges of the feet would be another place you might pick that up. Last time, peel the spine, lift the hips high, inhale the arms overhead, and then place the spine down, just creating that extra stretch and space through the upper and mid back. Lower the arms down and release, and let's turn to face front. So that was a really great and quick lengthening class. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon.
Hi guys, this is Christina from Target Pilates Online. If you've enjoyed this class today, why not check out our website for our entire back catalogue of videos and courses, weekly 60-minute class and bi-monthly live events, all totally ad-free. Come visit us today at targetpilates.online or click on the link below this video.